Hello everyone, so today I'm going to teach you how to do a basic manicure. So what you need is a towel to put underneath, a buffer, a nail file, nail clipper, a pusher, a nail nipper, cuticle softener, cuticle oil. If you don't have cuticle softener, you can use lotion, and a napkin, and also a bowl of water. In here I put a drop of soap and I put warm water in here so it bubble up like this. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so first you do is you take the cuticle softener and then you put around the cuticle, usually I start from the pinky. Some people, some of my coworkers, they start from the thumb, but I like to start from the pinky. And then you go around the cuticle, around the thumb. Okay, so now you soak the customer's hand. Well, you take the other hand and you do the same thing. Put the cuticle softener around the cuticle. Okay, that, and the index and the thumb. And then you switch hands. Then you take a napkin, you clean off the excess water afterward. Okay, you take the pusher, use the flat size to push the cuticle up, and then the pointer is to clean underneath the nail. So first I push up the cuticles, don't press too hard so you hurt the customer, but you can press lightly enough just to push the cuticle up. Okay. And then now you take the pointer and you clean underneath the nail. If you press too hard and like push too far in, it could hurt your customer. So very lightly, very lightly, just enough to clean the free edge. Okay. And then you use the nipper to cut the cuticles around the nails. Okay, I'm going to show you how to cut, how to hold the nipper. With my pinky and my ring and my middle finger, I'm going to hold the one side, and then my thumb and my index, I'm going to hold the other side. So my thumb and my index doesn't move. The only thing that moves is the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky, which hold the other side. It gives you a good balance when you cut the cuticle. Okay, just clean around the cuticles. Don't cut too much because sometimes it could hurt your customer. Just very lightly. Okay. And the thumb. And then you take the file. Some customer, if it's the nails too long, you can use the nails clipper to cut, but in this case my customer's nail is short, so I just file. Make sure the edges is not rough, or the side is not sharp. And then after you use the fine side, there's a rough side and there's a fine side. You use the fine side to buff. Okay. I hold it with the one side is my thumb, and then my index I hold it on top to press down just very little bit, and then you buff around the nail. Make sure you go underneath the nail so that the rough edge is gone. It smooth it out. The file, it gets it, but not as good as the buffer. Don't use too much pressure, but enough to buff the nail so that's smooth. Okay, so that's the thumb. And after that, when you finish, you use the cuticle oil. Cuticle oils. You put it around the cuticle. You can rub it in. Okay, one hand's done, and now to the other hand. I push the cuticle up. And clean underneath the nails. Okay, now use the nipper to cut the cuticles. Go around the cuticles. It's harder in the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, your hand tends to move a little bit more smoother, and the process gets faster. I use my thumb to press down the side of the hand so that it's easier to cut the cuticle. See, my middle finger, I press down the one side, and my thumb, I used it to press down the other side. Okay. Okay, just go underneath and around the nails when you file. If you do this every 2 weeks or every other week, it helps your nail grow faster and healthier. Okay, after you file, then you buff. I used the other side already, so now I'm using the opposite side of the fine to buff down the nail. Buff it down. And then you put some oil on there around the cuticles. And that's it. All nice and done. I'll show you his hands. Thank you. Have a good day.